Anyone can accuse me of being perfect. I got so annoyed with my ex-husband. I don't know what this is. Let's call it eco guilt. Let's do like Elsa and let it go. The other thing that I think may very well stop us from doing this kind of decluttering, I got it in the divorce. I've been in my new flat for 4 months. And there are still things that I have not unpacked and I have not gone through and decluttered. But if you've been here for a while, you know that I moved from a 3-bedroom house with a garden and a shed into a tiny little 1-bedroom flat. I have gotten rid of so much stuff, but I also ran out of time. And in the end, it was just a question of, let's just pack it and move and then I can deal with it later. And 4 months later, I've not dealt with it. And what happened this morning was I needed to charge my phone and I couldn't find my phone charger. So I was like, but I know I have more iPhone chargers. I know I have plenty. So let's just, all right, well, I know what the cables are. The cables are in this box. So I got this box and I started going through it and I was like, I don't have an iPhone charger in here. All right, okay. Oh, there's a box of cables. Right, let's go through this box. Couldn't find an iPhone charger. Didn't I have a bag of cables underneath the sofa? No iPhone charger in that either. I eventually found one in this box. And in this box, I also have a very dusty, spiderwebby, disgusting Hoover holder, a vacuum cleaner holder that I have never used. I have leather soap, which is, I think, like 15 years old now. I have a Jesus Christ, a timer plug. I have some flat batteries. I have my bicycle light. I have sparklers. I have magnetic butterflies because we all need those, yes? And some shoe care stuff. Another butterfly, some more butterflies. There's a butterfly and a set of fairy lights. But I found an iPhone charger. I just thought I'd share this for anyone else who's looking around at their home and thinking, I need to declutter and I've not gotten around to it and I feel really guilty and I feel really bad and I end up procrastinating because I don't want to feel all these things. I hear you, sister. I'm with you. Okay. I'm going to put this box to the side for now. I think it's time that I start dealing with some of the other places I have tech and wires and plugs and chargers and things because something needs to happen. I do love talking about my decluttering journey because I think a lot of the stuff that's out there already on decluttering and minimalism is coming from a very perfect place, and I don't think anyone can accuse me of being perfect. Is that an accusation? I'm not a decluttering guru. I don't have a perfectly minimal home. I wish I truly wish I did. I wish that my house was always tidy, always immaculate. Sorry, I was looking down at the disgustingness that's going on the floor here, which is just crud I've pulled out from underneath the sofa when I pulled out this big bag. I wish I wasn't this person. I wish I was a different person. I'm not a different person. I don't know about you, but sometimes when I do look up decluttering tips and minimalism tips, I feel a little bit disheartened because I'm like, yeah, but I'm not there. I'm not as good as you are. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. Oh, look, fairy lights. So yeah, anyone who is like me and just not perfect, this is for you. And one thing that annoys me more than anything is just having a lot of stuff that I don't know what it's for and then I don't throw it away. And I recall I always got so annoyed with my ex-husband because of the bags of wires and plugs and leads and things. And then I moved and then I suddenly had a big box of wires and leads and things. I'm like, oh, that wasn't all him. Oh shit. I don't know what this is. And if I don't know what it is, I'm not going to be using it. So, bye. I'm sure there'll be somebody watching this going, but you might need that one day. You can't throw that away. It might be important. It's unlikely to be important. It's been sat in a box or in a bag for the last 5 years. I don't know what this is. So I'm going to throw it away. I don't know what this is. I think that's a monitor cable. But I no longer have a monitor. All the chargers I'm going to put to one side. That's my Virgin Media booster. I don't know if I need to send this back. I'm not using it anymore. Plug, adapter, extension lead, extension lead, extension lead, extension lead. Oh, my little multi-tool, sort of Swiss Army knife, but not Swiss Army. This is for my desk lamp that is sitting on top of the bookcase in the hallway that I'm not using because I don't have anywhere to use it. This is like one of those HDMI cable things, but I got one plugged into my TV, so that's gonna go. That's a piece of cat fur, dust, and general mess. Good. This is a cat tail or dead cat or whatever it's called. I think it's called a dead cat, which I think is wonderfully morbid, for my camera microphone, but I don't know if it's for the camera microphone I've got, but I'm going to put it aside for now. Because the truth is that despite the bag and the 3 boxes I have here, I also have boxes of vlogging gear underneath my bed that I might need to go through at some point, and that's not going to happen right now either. General chargy thing is we're going to put aside and then we're going to compare and contrast. Shall I just bin this whole whatever it is? Yeah, I'm just going to bin this whole whatever this is. I'm pretty sure that whatever is in there that I might need, I probably have multiples of. So this was one thing actually that I did pick up when I started cleaning for my move. When I started preparing for my move and when I started downsizing, I had this massive, let's call it eco guilt. Oh my God, I can't possibly throw away something that somebody could use. And I wanted to give everything to charity and be really conscientious in that way. And in the end, I was so strapped for time and I was so strapped for energy that I just had to throw. I just had to get rid. And it was really quite cathartic. It was a release, a relief even, of being able to go, you know what, not important. You don't need to keep this stuff. You don't need to save it for anybody else. You know, I'm not saying that being eco-conscious is a bad thing, but there were things that I was taking down to the charity shop and I was told they don't currently take. Whilst I donated a crap ton of stuff, and I mean a crap ton, I estimate it was about 60 bin bags I took to the charity shop, as well as furniture. I also put an equal amount at the tip. You know, if you have that much that you need to get rid of, you're strapped for time and you're strapped for energy, sometimes you just need to get it out, throw it away. And with that, I have kind of learned that it's okay. I don't have to keep every single thing in my life, and I don't have to think that every single thing has to be donated or sold or given to charity. It's okay. You are allowed to just throw it out. So I do want to check this dead cat on my other Rode mic, but I know for certain that this Rode mic is broken and I'm going to throw it out. I do love a Rode mic though. I think Rode mics are fantastic. I have 2 of these, but I can only find 1 here, but these are like little portable lights that I used to use when vlogging. I haven't used in a long time, but you know, I've got the batteries, I've got the charger, so that's going to stay. This is a little lapel mic and I'm going to keep that. I can't plug it into my iPhone. I will need an adapter, but I don't want to throw it away just yet. If I can find an adapter and that's a cost-effective way of doing it, then I'm getting an adapter. If it's more cost-effective to get just a lapel mic for my iPhone, I'll do that instead, because that's also a wired lapel mic. This is a selfie stick, but it has got like that release thing so you can record things, and I have been looking for it and thinking I should have it, so that's staying. This is an external hard drive. Now, one thing I really do need is I need an external hard drive for my MacBook, because again, I've gone from PC to Mac. I've gone from Android to Apple, and now nothing plugs in, nothing matches. But I have like my entire vlogging history on this drive here, so I don't really want to throw that away. I have a very dodgy webcam that doesn't work very well. Guess what's going to happen to that? If I can get it out of this, whatever that is, it's going in the bin. Bye, throwing you out. Oh look, a magnetic butterfly. Oh, I love me. I don't even know if this thing works, but I know for sure I can't use it with my MacBook. Bye. I have my old Fitbit charger here, and I haven't had a Fitbit for years. Do you see what I mean? Right, this is real life, people. This is what we do. We don't need to do this anymore. We can let it go, okay? Let's do like Elsa and let it go. I actually found the charger that I was initially looking for. It was plugged into the wall here behind me, so I didn't even need to go into these bags and start looking for another charger, because it was right behind me all along. I'm keeping the adapters and the charging plugs. I have kept 4 extension multi-plugs. Thrown away 4 because, you know, And I'm also already using several around the house. Now in terms of all these things, these that I've only got one of each, I'm keeping. I'm keeping the really long iPhone charger because that will come in handy at some point. This is my toothbrush charger, so I'm keeping that regardless. I see 0 point in keeping these. Now, seeing as I don't know what these are for, these ones, I'm keeping one. The rest can go. If I don't know what they're for, I'm not going to need any of them, but I'm keeping one just in case to see if the purpose of it comes clear. I do feel that long chargers are more useful than short ones, so we're keeping the long chargers. Now, I think what you get stuck on when it comes to these kinds of things is the potential of it being useful at some point, and you get afraid of throwing them away because, you know, what if one day you find out that you actually need it? I also think that if you do go down the route of throwing it out, you're gonna find that absolutely nothing happened. The other thing that I think may very well stop us from doing this kind of decluttering is, whilst we think decluttering is going to be a quick and easy thing, usually when you start, you end up in a weird kind of middle stage where everything is just messier and even harder to deal with. Or you end up at a point where you have to stop and you're not finished. That's very discouraging. So it's easier not to start at all than to be in that middle stage of bigger mess or the middle stage of I'm not done yet. So I'm in the middle stage of I'm not done yet. What I have got is all of this is going to be thrown out. I could Google and see where they take electrical cables. I could go on my neighborhood group and ask if anyone wants any of them. But that too takes time and emotional energy, and I am literally just going to tie that bag up and take it out to my bin room as soon as I stop filming. Get rid of it. As I say, you are allowed to actually get rid of it. Even things that might be useful to somebody else, you are allowed to say, no, it has to go. I have to get it out of my home. What I have achieved is that this bag is now completely empty and is going to go with the rest of my... Oh, cat fur. It's going to go with the rest of my empty bags. I am keeping that IKEA bag because IKEA bags are useful and, you know, it's from the mothership. Which has left me with a box of vlogging related tech that when I finally have the time and energy to drag out the rest of my vlogging related tech, I know what this is. And then I can go through all of it together. One box of wires instead of, you know, 3 boxes in a bag. And then I still have that crazy mad box with the butterflies and sparklers and everything else in it. And I'm not dealing with that one yet. That can go back to where it was. But this is infinitely more contained and easier to deal with. And these two are now going to go back in that cupboard. That cupboard is still something that needs to be sorted out. It's going to be, you know, storage for Elin stuff, and it is at the moment just storage for literally anything. Still don't know what I need to do with this. That can go in the junk box for the time being. Oh, I'm gonna throw out this old USB speaker because I have 2 Alexa units. So why would I need this? I bought this for my ex-husband while we were still together, and I bought it when I was in Hong Kong when I was pregnant with Elin. And Elin turns 12 this year. So yeah, this is at least 12 years old. And it's cool, and it was a really cool thing, but he never used it. So, and I got it in the divorce. Like, I don't need it anymore. It's old. It's obsolete. You asked for more cleaning and decluttering vlogs, so this was one of them. I hope I've given you a very real insight into it. Like, as I say, my home is far from perfect, and you know, I'm certainly no decluttering expert and guru. I may have to let my zooming cat out. Let's do that. There, it is out of sight and out of mind for a while longer until I can deal with it again. The multi-purpose tool, gonna go where the other tools are underneath the sink. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you ever so much for being with me as I decluttered my cables. And I will see you again very soon. Bye!